Oh, let's get it. Drippin' juice. Drippin' juice, nigga. ATM Mafia shit. Listen. Choose on me, make a move on me. Guaranteed you make the news, homie. Carpenter had a tool on me. She get wetter than a pool on me. Couldn't wait to put the drool on me. In traffic with your bitch. Pushing out all the bricks. Nigga riding through the...
Yo. Welcome to the Trifling Podcast, yo. It's your boy, Minnesota Flame, a.k.a. the Tequila King. You also know me as Wookie The Barber. You feel me? Trifling. Shout out to everybody who been fucking with us and tuning in to the show. We definitely been having a ball doing this. You know, every time we do this, we've been having a great time. So shout out to everybody who been rocking with us. We're going to do a few segments today. We ain't going to keep it too long. I'm going to smoke a blunt and, you know, enjoy this conversation with you guys, man. We're going to chop it up. Today, a lot of shit to talk about because I'm by myself, so I ain't going to keep y'all too long, but we definitely going to drop some hot topics. Like, personally, everybody tried to downplay this shit, and I don't know why and how they tried to downplay it so much. But, boy, to me, DeAndre Ayton to the Los Angeles Lakers is one of the biggest offseason acquisitions, period. Whether LeBron James stays or it's just him and Luka, period. He's young. He's already a certified big man in the league. He just lost motivation and reason to play. A lack of motivation is one of the most dangerous things that can happen to a person who's been successful because they already been, winning in life. So if you've been winning in life, you already been making money. You already got everything you need. And the rest of it is just the wants now. So a lot of people would understand the reason how you can be a lack of motivation. But when you already reach probably whatever your goal was for your individual self, that can cause a lack of motivation. Now, competition, that can create motivation. Being a part of a situation that you know you have a chance, that creates motivation. Being a part of an organization that was like the Phoenix Suns, I'm assuming, was not motivation. Being part of the Portland Trailblazers was not motivation. You know why? Look at the history of them. They've been losers. Shout out to the Portland Trailblazers. Shout out to the Suns. Y'all have had some great teams, had some successful seasons, but overall, been losers. So you really don't know how to be a winner, and you don't really know how to do winning culture. That's why I feel like Miami Heat is the team. Of course, everybody knows that's my team, but that's another conversation. That's why we buy it. But winning culture matters. So, DeAndre Ayton going over to the Lakers. First of all, we was overly excited for the NBA when they said they was getting Mark Williams. DeAndre Ayton is better than Mark Williams. You can argue with your mama. DeAndre Ayton is better than Mark Williams. You feel me? Mark Williams played on a weaker team in a weaker section, so it looked like he was doing well. However, DeAndre Ayton was in the Western Conference still doing his job. And Portland last year, however, was one of the sleeper teams that everybody was kind of scared to play. We ain't going to forget about that. But, you know, everybody be prisoners of the moment, so they forget very, very fast. But Ayton was legit. Ayton was clutch. Ayton played well when he did. Now, when he went against Giannis, he got exposed because you're not supposed to be in the focal point of the fucking offense. And they tried to match him up tit for tat with Giannis, and nobody really can match up tit for tat for Giannis. So you can't even fault him for losing that battle. You understand what I'm saying? But we got a small clip we're going to run of DeAndre Ayton discussing his excitement. Let's see about this right quick. Oh, shit, we're going to run the clip back. I ain't got no value. We're going to run the clip back. Hold on.
DJ, whoa! DJ!
DJ, how we feel about that?
Good, man. It's just taking it step by step. What the hell? DJ, whoa! DJ!
TJ, how we feel about that?
Good, man. It's just taking it step by step, bro.
All right. So they said they're gonna take it step by step, huh? All right. So he's saying he gonna take it step by step, which means, listen, we about to put in this motherfucking work. That was layman's terms. We about to put in this motherfucking work. Luka in there looking ripped up like a little motherfucking Street Fighter character or something. You know what I'm saying? He looking like Guile. You feel me? He back in action. Luka out here looking like straight motherfucking Guile. He cut up. DeAndre Ayton excited. LeBron James is fucking with everybody's emotions, acting like he ain't coming back. But everybody know he coming back because he, you know what I'm saying? But that's Bron. He can do shit like that. He earned it. And on top of that, he don't have to come back. He got the option. So if he were to be traded, hey, man, that's just what the fuck it is. You just got to accept what the fuck is going on. The owners don't give a damn about none of that. They trade you and ship you off. You see how they did Dame Lillard and the other amongst players we can mention and speak of, how they was promised things from James Harden and all these different players who've been misled by ownership. And now it's under new ownership for the Lakers, so you really don't know the dynamic of the place over there. And it's starting to become a new regime. And sometimes when you're the old king, it's either go to war or go join somebody else's motherfucking shit, and you become another king over in that region. That's all. Sometimes you go to a new region, you can take over that land and become a new king, or stay where you at and add to your kingdom. Just know that eventually that the person you training is here to take your motherfucking job. So that's how this goes. That's what the hell that is. Well, I'm all good with it. I think DeAndre Ayton will flourish with the Los Angeles Lakers. Everybody keeps saying Luka needs this Lob City ass big man, when not realizing that DeAndre Ayton is one of the more agile big men. He's not a jumper. He's the mid-range specialist. So the same way you give Jokic and Embiid their respect, I'm not saying he's Jokic and Embiid, but you have to give him that consideration around the basket, pause. Because when he around the rim, pause, he is putting up numbers. I'm talking about he clutch, consistent. He can shoot. He can score. Now, rebounding, he has to be the better rebounder that he once was. He cannot be lackadaisical in his offense or defense because he is an anchor. However, that Jackson Hayes should not. Now, he can flourish off the bench and hit the role that he was assigned to be. He was never assigned to be the starting center. His job was to back up Anthony Davis. Now, they got rid of Anthony Davis and got a cheaper version of Anthony Davis with the DeAndre Ayton. Now, if DeAndre Ayton is motivated like he seems to be, I think he even will be a threat on defense as well. Quote me on that. From Wookie The Barber on the Trifling Podcast Show. You can quote me on that shit. DeAndre Ayton, if he is locked in and LeBron is locked in, they got a chance, man. With Rui and all of those, like everything is, man, it matters about who you're playing against, the matchups and everything. That's all that really matters. The teams, however, in the Western Conference are all, to me personally, stacked from the Clippers to the Rockets, of course, the Thunder. Shit, you cannot forget the Lakers. Like I said, then you see the moves that Denver been making. Denver been sleeping, making some sneaky shit too. They've been getting a lot of complimentary, scrappy ass motherfuckers that go well with the Joker in their system. So you got to be on point in the West. You got to be on point. Golden State, still Golden State. Steph Curry coming back. Everybody got all comfortable because Steph Curry, you feel me, was hurt. Curry coming back. Steph is coming back. So, hey, man, you better understand this right now and pay attention to the game. I love this shit. I love the chess pieces being moved around the board. Kevin Durant in Houston. I neglected to say them. Don't sleep on the team that might be creeping from the bottom that's we're going to be replacing Memphis, which will be the damn Pelicans. Yeah, I said it. New Orleans Pelicans gonna be a sleeper team, especially if Zion Williamson can play. If he can play 55 to 60 games, Zion Williamson and the Pelicans will be the 7th seed. Or the 7th seed to be tied all the bottom, the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th seed probably all to be tied in the West. I mean, I'm not really prolific and enthusiastic about what the Timberwolves did. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really go on what they have a solid team that was proven. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of kept their core. I believe that they need to hurry up and get some form of a point guard that can go with the younger guys and teach them some more, even though they're gonna get some more experience in summer league and G League and stuff like whatever they're gonna do with them. But they need a not so old veteran. Like even if the Timberwolves can get Russell Westbrook, I think that'd be legit. Ooh, I'm gonna forget the chance. You gotta get that herb about your girl, ass all over your shit. But yeah, I think Russell Westbrook could really be the guy for the Timberwolves. That's me, the veteran. Everybody's saying Dame Lillard, but that's too further in the future. You need somebody right now. Russell Westbrook can come right in, punch right in, and be a dynamic force of energy, defensive prowess. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be a shooter. That's probably the only element that you have to. So maybe you don't add Russ, but that's the only thing I can see that be holding Russ back with being a nice piece for the Timberwolves. Is shooting. And then I really don't know if Darius Garland is hurt more than they are letting known, because I don't understand really why they picked up Lonzo Ball and still kept Darius Garland. But I don't know. Maybe they're going to use them as a dual threat, like interchangeably, different games. But I think that'll kill Darius Garland's like the whole confidence within his game and within himself if they start splitting time. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that shit. Now we got some more shit to talk about. I told y'all we gonna talk about Paul motherfucking Pierce. Paul Pierce. Now Paul Pierce is my guy because I love Paul Pierce because he say shit. And he really don't give a damn how nobody else feel about it. And when he say the shit, he actually be having points. So we about to listen to Paul talk about this right now. Right now. And I ain't talking about later. I'm talking about right now.
Could you pull up from the elbow? All that. Could you back him down? Contest champ. Turn around. All of that. Post up. Should you dunk? All of that. I must have been one of the most equipped. Oh, you want game winners? But Kevin, because he's 7 feet, he can get his shot off on anybody. He don't really see defense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why he's so efficient. He pretty much changed the game on the perimeter.
You know what I'm saying? He said that's why Kevin Durant was so efficient at that time in his career, because he's just 7 foot. But with Paul Pierce saying, he had the full, complete package. Now, if you are too young, this part of the conversation ain't for your little bitty ass. This for the grown folks like myself, who actually was a part of that era of basketball, who watched that era of basketball and trained through that era of basketball and was committed to basketball during that era of basketball. We all love Michael Jordan because that's who influenced us to play basketball, to start Pee Wee and all that shit. We want to play like and be like Mike. We got to being good at basketball and learning the game of basketball once those guys became the anchors of the game. Paul Pierce. The truth. He is not lying to you, people. His name is the truth for a reason. He's not lying to you. Everybody can speculate and laugh, but first of all, you have to really do your research on certain people. Everybody don't have the glitz and glamour to their careers that people talk about, but that's why you see him as an analyst that be popping his shit, and most people don't really have too much to say besides the people who are on that level of popping shit. So when it comes to Paul Pierce, he should get the accolades that Joe Johnson gets. The way everybody gives Joe Johnson praise, Paul Pierce should get that same praise. Paul Pierce overall career was better than Joe Johnson. Maybe because of the team success, however you want to frame that. But shout out to Joe Johnson, no disrespect to him, but Paul Pierce gets disrespect because he do say some off the wall shit, but the shit he says be authentic and the numbers don't be lying, and the games when you watch him match up against the other ballers, he stand tall on that shit. He don't be flaky and shaky. he get hammered. He go hard. Pause. He do his shit. So, hey, shout out to Paul Pierce. I'm not gonna act like you better than Dwayne Wade now. You went too far when you said shit like that. But I can say you was in that same elite class. That's why when y'all all played against each other, y'all were scouted against each other and compared to and competed against. Paul Pierce was definitely a 3-point contest threat. Contestant, you know what I'm saying? I remember shit back on like NBA Live, what was that, like 2000 and shit like that? And Antoine Walker being the young killers, like on the game, motherfuckers playing that shit on PlayStation and Nintendo 64, going crazy with the Spurs and the Celtics and the young Lakers. You feel what I'm saying? It was some teams, man, like Iverson and them, like the Timberwolves with KG, the Kings, like, but a lot of these teams and a lot of those legends from the 2000s kind of get overlooked. And it's really because of the ring culture shit. A lot of the 2000s legends may only have gotten one ring besides Kobe and Shaq. Everybody else kind of maybe, and Tim Duncan. A lot of the legends of the 2000s didn't get a lot of multiple rings, and the ring culture kind of shits on them, as well as the other legends of the 90s, because Jordan didn't, you know, he won predominantly his time frame, and then you had a King. So you hear those people names always mentioned for the 90s era as if they were the only two dominant forces, and that's just not true. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the game got to start being appreciated more. Everybody has their opinion. You can like what the fuck you want to like now. I can't tell you who to like, but that's just like if we at the court, you know. Each person has their own game and play their own way, so you like who you like. So if I'm the captain, just because he might be the best to you, don't mean I'm the captain. I might pick him because he's the best to me. Or you might pick that other dude that ain't even got dressed yet because he cold as fuck. Or you might pick the nigga because of your cousin. Anything. You know, everybody had their own reasons behind why somebody is their best or the favorite or their quote-unquote GOAT. So I feel like personally, Jordan is the reason we all played basketball. Outside of the older people who watched it from Magic, Kareem, and so forth, and Bill Russell, and Chamberlain, and Bob Cousy, and Micah, George Mikan, and all these people, like, you can just keep naming shit. So all the different reasons why, okay, cool. I feel like Jordan is the ultimate factor of why everybody wanted to play ball. But when it comes to the overall best ball-playing basketball player is LeBron James. The hardest working person to teach himself how to be the game and play the game is Kobe Bryant. The most dominant person we ever seen play the game is Shaquille O'Neal. And that's me personally. I can't say about Wilt Chamberlain. I didn't see him. I didn't see Kareem. But I did see Shaq tear rims off, bro. Multiple. I did see Shaq make people create whole scheme systems called Hacker Shack and have to have 4 to 5 fucking 7 foot, 300-pound people, whether they can play basketball or not. They just need to be big as hell so they can try to body up with him. I did see that. I did see Allen Iverson be the most dominant scorer in the fucking era, pretty much, while being the smallest player. Outside of like Muggsy Bogues and shit that, you know, irregular small people. You know, I did see Tracy McGrady. I did see fucking Vince Carter do Jordan dunks better than Jordan and dunks that we know Jordan couldn't do. Even if he could do them, he didn't have the knowledge to do so because he invented these dunks, and Vince Carter was able to piggyback off those dunks and enhance as well as Dominique's and combine them. I did see Sean Kemp, and then I did see Blake Griffin enhance Sean Kemp. I did see Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan. Bro, it's a lot of people we can just keep naming. And people be trying to shit on a lot of these players from these eras because of these rings. And if you just gonna talk about rings, then you gotta mention the complimentary niggas who got the multiple rings. You gotta start talking about the Steve Kerrs and Robert Ory's and shit like that. You just gotta do it. So you can't be choosy of what you talk about and how you talk about it. Nigga, I did see Reggie Miller and Ray Allen and then go into a version of Steph Curry or some shit that nobody ever seen before. Yeah. We did see James Harden create a whole new way of doing a move that Manu Ginobili perfected, Dwayne Wade perfected, and James Harden advanced it. He took it to the three-point line. No, did a Euro three-point. So you can say whatever you want to say about the game, but the game is beautiful, and the game has changed, and the game is advanced. And that's all I'm saying about that. Motherfucker Forrest Gump. We what else we got going on? We have another motherfucking topic to discuss. Cause Nick Wright has some shit to say. So did old Nick Wright has some shit to say about everybody and their situation and how they feel regarding Brian, Durant, and all kind of other superstars. So let's check it out. Let's see what Nick Wright got to say. He look passionate about it right now.
Gave up their
Peacock
leading
face ass.
a valuable defender in Dylan Brooks and the 10th pick of the draft. And everyone's reaction was like, what a great job by the Rockets. A guy who at the very least is as good as Durant, and I think a touch better, is available. And the same media is like, who can want him? It doesn't make any sense. Last year, LeBron was better than Steph. If Steph Curry had released a statement like, I don't know about the future of the Warriors, and people thought he might be available, it would be a full stop freak out. And we just saw it happen with Durant when last year LeBron was better than both those guys. The collective reaction is maybe a team or two should make a courtesy call and a collective eye roll of, I can't believe we're having this discussion. Has everyone lost their mind?
Has everybody lost their motherfucking mind? How dare y'all act like ain't no valuable, nothing to LeBron James. Nothing is valuable about him. How y'all lost y'all mind, man? It's like, are we serious? I saw today they said if he decides to take the vet minimum, then it'll be worth it. Is you fucking crazy? So it's LeBron James, and then y'all say, well, he's a billionaire. Is you fucking crazy? What's wrong with y'all trying to play with the God? What's wrong with y'all? I can't believe we even have to say things of this nature. And this is what makes everybody end up going against LeBron and Steph and LeBron and KD and all of that. Because this is what the media do. That's how they figured out the way to keep pulling us against these guys to make it seem like LeBron James has no valuable assets or nothing to contribute to a team or a franchise. This is LeBron James. And for the most part, he's not trying to go to a team where they have to trade all their damn pieces. That don't even make sense. That wouldn't even make sense to get traded to a team where they have to trade all their main pieces just for him to go there, because then that'll put him in a position of not winning when he's already in a position to win. But now he's in an unstable situation, just like other teams were that didn't have coaches available to sign with them at the moment, and they were trying to sign other teams' coaches already to, you know what I'm saying? It was so much shit going on in the NBA right now. And for them to try to pinpoint LeBron James as if he's a problem instead of an asset to a franchise is crazy, when every franchise he ever went to has benefited from him coming there, as well as the NBA in totality, including Nike. Everything that he's been a part of has been a successful damn near venture from our point of view and seeing. So how come and why come would he not be a person that a team would want? That doesn't even make sense. Outside of basketball, now we get to the court. It's LeBron fucking James. We've seen him win championships. We've seen him dominate for decades now. We've seen him play at the highest level and give everything to the game, including his family. Why would y'all even try to make this a narrative to pitch? And then I don't like the pushing him out the league situation, because all it does is try to feel like you're just giving more and more to talk about. But the thing is, the media is more scared of LeBron James winning another title, because every time they said it would take this for him to become the GOAT, he did it. There's no way he can win 6 rings in a row. We know that. There's no way he can go 6-0. We know that. We've never seen nobody win in multiple eras and decades and time frames and play at the highest level consistently. Then they would call it longevity stats. And it's like, well, longevity stats equates to being great for a long fucking time. You don't get longevity stats just from being on the team. You have to be great for a long fucking time to even create the narrative to have a such thing called longevity stats. This is the craziest shit that's going on right now. Like, we get mad and we hate on people for being at the highest level of their shit. Get it together, my folks. Y'all gotta stop hating so much. Y'all gotta stop fucking hating. This is crazy to me. LeBron James can go to any goddamn team, going on them with open arms. And if they don't, they're a foolish ass organization that don't want to win. As long as he's not asking to be traded head up for Giannis or head up for anybody. The New York Knicks trade Karl Anthony Towns right now for LeBron James, head up 1-on-1. And if they say no, we don't want that, they're a dumb ass organization. Straight like that. You mean to tell me Paul George, a couple other pieces, and one of them young either draft picks or somebody can get traded in a package deal for LeBron to team him up with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid? You mean to tell me they wouldn't do that? You mean to tell me they wouldn't do that? Is you crazy? It's crazy. I can keep going, man. And any team that he go to, instantly give him value to win. Only team that's going to create some bullshit if he went and played with the Warriors. Everybody be mad about that. But any other team, he's at the Rockets. As long as he'll go to the Warriors or the Rockets, any other team should have a green light for LeBron James to join if he's so fucking pleased. Because that's what player option means. We cannot be getting mad at people for being great for a long time and then being able to choose what position they want to be in. That's like getting mad at a nigga for getting a promotion at his job because he earned the promotion and make more money now. You mad at him because y'all started at the same time. But you call in all the time. You show up late all the time. You don't never do no overtime. But you trying to compare yourself to a person who does all of that and more. That's crazy. All because you feel like y'all did it at the same time or been doing it for the same amount of time. That is ridiculous. It's fucking crazy. So get it together. Y'all got to stop hating on people that's doing their job and doing it at the highest level. Stop hating on them. What you hating on them for? It's crazy, man. Man, I mean, seriously, man. Then I look at the shit with everything. I look at all the shit I'm watching in sports. Everybody's still mad at Bronny. Motherfucker damn near jumped from the free throw line the other night. Everybody's still mad. He say, I'm not worried about trying to be the best offensive player. I'm trying to be the best defensive player because I know that's what's gonna give me my value on the floor. I know that's where I'm gonna be able to do my best shit at. So I can bring my athleticism on defense. That equates to me getting time, which means I can showcase my offense. See, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's really the hard work. A lot of these kids ain't ready to put their hard work in. They feeling like because they entitled already or they supposed to be entitled all the way. But you got to come prove yourself even if you entitled. You just got put in a position to have to prove yourself. Because when you don't prove yourself, that's when you get the whispers and everybody get to speculating and get to talking about you. But you want them to do that because they're going to do it anyway. But at least let them have some good shit to sprinkle on top of the other shit. Remember. But we got to stop hating on Bronny too. Nepotism is every motherfucking thing we see, shall understand, and do. Nepotism is everywhere, baby. Everywhere. And that's just it. If your parents, your family member, your homies, anybody hooked you up with anything from a job to your baby mama, that was nepotism. You was handed the position, but you had to either show up and perform. So you better benefit off the nepotism. That's the point of having motherfuckers who know what they're doing in life, doing it around you so you can benefit from them and learn how to do it as well. You heard me? But that's the end of the show for the night. That's the Trifle Podcast Show with the Tequila King. I'm your host, Minnesota Flame. You know what I'm saying? They call me Wookie The Barber. And I just want to thank everybody who's been rocking with us. Subscriptions, subscribers, everything been going up. So like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all tune in. Go check out Randolph right here on YouTube, Season 2. Randolph on Tubi, Season 1. Go check out Young and Thuggin', the movie right here on YouTube. Go check out the trailer for Date Night right here on YouTube. That will be dropping this fall. I mean, we really could drop it right now, but we're kind of trying to figure out how we really want to drop it. We want to package it right. Y'all deserve something special. So we saying dates, but we kind of lying at the same time because we had the shit ready. But we really just want to drop it the right way. So thank y'all to the cast and everybody who've been patient with us because the motherfucking movie is beautiful and it's bomb and it's on point. The quality is phenomenal. Shout out to Drake Cash for doing his motherfucking thing in the guys' film. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing over here at, you know what I'm saying, Trifle Podcast. You'll see the rest of the co-hosts, man. Y'all don't get to asking no questions. No, the crew, y'all know how that we do. Everybody be shaking and baking and doing what they got to do to make it. And I'm here to hold it down and to everybody else get back around. So listen to me. It's your boy Minnesota Flame, a.k.a. the Tequila King, known as Wookie The Barber. You understand me? Welcome to another episode that's about to close. If you miss it, rewind it back. Funky motherfucker. Love y'all. Peace.
Oh, let's get it. Drippin' juice. Drippin' juice, nigga. ATM Mafia shit. Listen, choose on me, make a move on me. Guaranteed you make the news, homie. Carpenter had a tool on me. She get wetter than a pool on me. Couldn't wait to put the drool on me. In traffic with your bitch. Pushing out all the bricks. Nigga riding through the